Do you know, when you actually make your resume, a specific resume, your chances of getting selected in an interview is high. In fact, most of your preparation for the interview is done if you have worked very closely for a specific resume that you are going to send to the interviewer. Hi, my name is Vijay. I am an L&D professional, an author, a trainer, an entrepreneur. If you find value in the content that we are sharing right now, please subscribe to my channel, share it to your friends and like the videos. There's going to be a lot of learnings coming your way. In this video, I'm going to talk to you about the third secret of making a resume effective. Now that is making two different resumes. One is generic resume and the other one is a specific resume. Let me explain to you what is the difference between these two. Have you ever experienced this? That your resume is shortlisted and the interviewer tells you that we have shortlisted your resume, kindly send us the updated resume so that we can take the interview process ahead. Irony, isn't it? A question comes to your mind, if my resume is shortlisted, why are they asking me for an updated resume? And most of the times you land up sending the same resume to the interviewer and go for the interview. Now it's very important to understand this, that why is it that even if your resume is shortlisted, they're asking you for an updated resume. When somebody asks you for an updated resume, it means they want you to look at the resume for the job that you are going. So what you need to do first is find out the job description. Look at the job description, look at the company, look at what they want to get from the candidate that they're trying to hire. Look at the competencies that they're looking at it. Look at the skills that they want in the candidate. Now, from your resume, bring those competencies, those skills ahead. Try to exhibit those things which the interviewer or the company is looking for. So that now you have understood the description, the requirements, and you also know about yourself. Since you have been working on your resume, you know what competencies you have marked. It's important to match all this. Now remember this carefully. Look at your competencies, look at the job descriptions and the competencies that company is looking for and match them. Bring those competencies that would straight and directly talk about the requirement or the job in hand and bring those things in your resume. Change those things. Look for your success stories in that way. Look for the points that you mention it is all towards the specific job. That is what makes the resume specific and not being very general. Let me give you some examples. For example, you're applying for a voice and accent trainer role in an organization, and in your general resume, you have skills mentioned like good communication skills, trainer, critical thinker, relationship building. From there, you can change it to persuasive speaking skills, voice and accent trainer, attention to details, customer relationship management, product knowledge, and so on. The basic idea over here is look how you can bring those skills and competencies that you have, bring it ahead. As I mentioned earlier to you, when an interviewer looks at your resume, he skims through that and sees the core or key things that he wants to pick from there. It's important for an individual to ensure bring those key things out which the interviewer is also looking, right? As I mentioned, interviewer doesn't have questions. They ask you from yourself, from the questions that you would have put in the resume, from the way you answer and things like that. So this is how it helps. Always ensure a specific resume is sent to the interviewer before you go for the interview, right? Even though your resume is shortlisted earlier. As I mentioned earlier, I'm not trying to say something which is very generally available. These are very specific inputs. So look for the general content around and ensure you prepare well. The overall thing for being successful in any interview is practice. Work for it. Practice and practice and practice, and that will give you there. a lot more content is coming ahead on how can you crack the interview during the conversation, during that 1-2 hours of interaction that you will have with the interviewer. So stay tuned, stay strong, and happy learning.